let's keep moving on. Feel free to come over here so you can see this even better, all right? What do we see here in this panel? What do you find out here in this panel? So we continue with the development of civilizations.
There's the terracotta warriors at the bottom.
Yes, These are the Chinese terracotta warriors. And this panel depicts a lot of other things, So here we have the beginning of writing and trade, buildings, and so on. But what are some of the things that you see here that are being developed?
There's a lot of inventions like the Archimedes screw, the chariot, how to...
Chariots. The wheel and axle is a critical invention for civilization, okay? The wheel and axle is a simple machine, but it's actually very complex, okay? Because think about it, you need to have something that is able to rotate freely over an axle that is small and also rotates, but the platform has to be stable, okay? So the most important part here of the wheel and axle is the interface between the platform and the axle. How do you do, it's called a bearing, okay? How do you do a bearing is an incredible part of technology, and the development of that was enable people to develop this everywhere. And this is also an invention that happened kind of as an explosion. So it seems that about 3000 BC, we have found the oldest remains, of a wheel and axle in Poland, okay? But it seems that about that time, the wheel and axle technology exploded all over the world, okay? So it is also one of those other things that seem to have been revealed at that time. So everything, all technologies really depend here on the wheel and axle machine. So it is really, really amazing and incredible. Okay. Another, yes,
It looks like there's people playing a game of some sort over there.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
The
Strategy, okay.
They had time to play.
They had time to play, okay, and they are starting to use their intellect in order to develop things that were beyond mere survival, okay, and just enough food to enrich their lives.
And like more on that note, you can see that their buildings are bigger. Their gardens, like it looks like they have more time to focus on things like art and games. You can see there's like some religious figures, so they're trying to discover more about religion and who created the universe. And
That is fantastic. I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that is something that you see in this panel, that now these things are applying. This is the beginning of the arts, okay? And of course that sculpture is one of these ancient arts that have survived, okay? Because, if you make something of stone, it's likely that it's going to survive longer than if you make it of something else. But I wonder how much art have we lost over time? Things that were done, painted or drawn and so on, that we don't have a record of, okay? But this is the beginning of that, okay? Do you recognize any famous buildings in here? Do you see? Yes. This one? Yes, So the Babylonian gardens, okay. What else? Anything else?
Is that
This is the Temple of Solomon. Yeah, we can distinguish that because of the columns and the inscription in Hebrew. Okay, so these are the Babylonian gardens. This is an interesting temple, a building that they diverted the Euphrates River in order to make fountains that would water the gardens high up. Okay, and they were able to develop pumps and things like that in order to do that. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
What's the column with the line on top?
This one here? I don't know really this one. Okay. Jordan, do you know this column, what it represents?
That is the
Pillar
Pillar of Ahsoka.
of Ahsoka? Mm-hmm. Okay. If you can find more info on that, we'll appreciate it. Okay. Excellent. Let's go over. Yes, Gracie?
Something that I thought was kind of profound.
The Ark of the Covenant and the Ten Commandments.
Oh, yes. The Ark of the Covenant and the Ten Commandments. Okay. So this is also incredibly important. Okay.
One thing I noticed just from the beginning is just how everything is becoming organized,
Yes.
which is, of course, the instruction given to Adam and Eve in the garden is to, take care of the garden, organize it. When they were cast out, is this whole progression of organization and roads and buildings, and it's fun to see that.
Very,
Kind of
very.
chaotic to crude to just how it tightens up, and see that even more.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I didn't mention before, but we can even see the beginnings of that in the some of the earliest panels, is to me is an invention and a technology that is incredibly fascinating. Textile, okay, being able to produce clothing. All right, think about the technologies that have to go into creating a piece of garment. Okay, needle and thread is an amazing technology when you think about it. Okay, and we have no idea who invented it. All right, must have been a woman,
That's one of the things that they would make.
Yeah, making the thread. All right, the button and the buttonhole. Okay. Incredible technology, really. So handy. So, all right, let's go and move on. I think that in here, this thing says anakriotitaine imiteratis epheresis, means the curiosity is the mother of opportunity. Okay, so that is really interesting. Yeah, okay. So staying curious.